Sacred geometry is the name for subtle energy that exists behind all form. Authentic sacred geometry forms are a great help in living a healthy lifestyle and in correcting unhealthy situations. Hello, this is Attila Toy, President of Crystal Life Technology, a natural living store located in Geneva, Illinois. We're also on the web and many of the social media platforms. In this short video, I'll explain the nature of sacred geometry and how you can work with these forms for personal, family, work, and community benefit. My company, Crystal Life, is founded on the principles of sacred geometry. We believe so strongly in the beneficial structure of sacred geometry that we have incorporated it into many of our products as part of their design and as part of their underlying structure. Sacred geometry is a depiction of energy, as seen from a very high level of consciousness, where energy exists as light fields. When looked at from an energetic point of view, form comes into being in a series of descents from the unmanifest realms. The origin point is unmanifest spirit. When spirit wishes to accomplish something, it needs to organize itself. This is the start of form. The first level is the formation of cells or sparks of light, of energy that some call Merkabas. Each spark inherently has inside itself the entire universe. These sparks are like stem cells. They can become many things, but to do so requires choice. This choice limits some future options and defines other opportunities. Different sacred geometry diagrams define how these Merkabas of light have joined together to define a specific type of action. This is the ideal originating schematic of what becomes a physical structure. If you want to profoundly affect the physical structure, you can work at the level of sacred geometry to do so. Of course, once an idea has manifested as a solid object, you need to work with both spirit and matter to effect change. For instance, if you have weak legs, you can work on an energetic level to strengthen them. But you must also work at the physical level to build up your muscles. Crystal Life has created a series of common, everyday products to help you easily incorporate the benefits of light field strength into your everyday life. As I explain each of the geometries to you, I'll demonstrate by showing some of the products these geometries are used on for your benefit. Placing food, drink, or objects on the diagram, or wearing sacred geometry jewelry is a very helpful, protective, inconspicuous way you can resonate with healthy, balancing, peaceful energies. These products work autonomically. The geometric works on its own. You don't even need to believe it will work for you. That's because the form is holding light in place, and whatever it is around adapts to it. There are 8 core diagrams that we find especially useful for most situations. These are the seed of life, the flower of life, the tree of life, the creation mandala, Metatron's cube, the torus, the Sri Yantra, and the Fibonacci spiral. Each of these forms have long been recognized for their power to affect matter. They have been found diagrammed on ancient temple walls as well as in cave wall pictograms. These diagrams are so powerful that when you wear one or place your food or drink on one or place one as a wall hanging, the space around them autonomically resonates with their energy. The seed of life is the core of the flower of life and is often used when there is not room for a larger diagram, such as in our company's logo. The flower of life starts with the seed of life and blossoms forth. It represents the unfolding of creation from a central point and indicates the growing complexity of form that is actually all interrelated and one at its core. There are 2 popular diagrams of the tree of life. The Kabbalistic tree graphs the various positions that energy takes on its descent into form. The Celtic tree is more organic, the roots representing the underworld, the trunk, earth, and the branches, heaven. The creation mandala graphs the emergence from source of all matter. There are two major variations of this form. An empty center point indicates creation emerging from a void. A dot in the center represents creation emerging from the fullness of the ultimate source or creator. The creation mandala is formed of a star tetrahedron, representing the necessity for polarities to be present and balanced. It is bound by a classic sacred geometry code. Circles, sometimes also with lotus petals, indicating the continued balanced expansion of source in matter. It is completed with an outside square with 4 doors in the 4 directions, indicating the option to enter and leave the diagram from any direction and without fear of being trapped. Metatron is known as the life form who sits at the right hand of Source, and who is the architect of the universe. From him emerges all form. Metatron's cube is a complex diagram that graphs all the energies of the universe. It includes the 5 platonic solids and many other sacred forms. The torus represents the human body, through which flows the central channel, connecting us from source to matter. The energy of this action creates a spiral effect that goes down, then returns up in a continuous flow, at the same time cycling around in a full circle. This is an excellent form to use when seeking to activate stagnant energies. The Sri Yantra diagram is a very powerful form to work with when you are seeking to correct energy that has gone off course. It has a central dot, the fullness of spirit, from which descends 3 triangles of different angles, indicating the initial exploratory descent of spirit into matter. After the 3rd triangle, the natural balancing polarities of universal spirit come into play, and there is a strong thrust upwards of a spirit triangle, although it is not yet an equilateral, balanced form. From here, energy proceeds upwards and downwards, self-correcting itself until it finally rests in a state of perfect balance, represented by 2 equilateral triangles facing each other, the star tetrahedron of the creation mandala. The final diagram is the Fibonacci spiral, named after the architect who popularized it. It diagrams the unfolding of life from an initial point, which can be seen in a so-called feminine form of a spiral and a so-called masculine form of a mathematical equation. The Fibonacci spiral can be found in everything from a beautiful building to the unfolding of a flower. Well, there you are, a short explanation in energetic terms of the world of sacred geometry. This is Ata Latoy saying thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this information, please visit Crystal Life Technology on YouTube, at our website crystallife.com, or at our store located in Geneva, Illinois. Please like our channel and sign up to receive notification of future videos.